Hello friends, welcome to Wealthy Options. This is Reddy Reddy. I think you would have come across like different option strikes are trading at different price. But do you know how these options are priced? Check this video to find out all the details. Before I talk about how options are priced in detail, so let me talk about a options pricing model which is very popular and widely used across all the exchanges, and it is called Black-Scholes options pricing model. So this options pricing model is found by three scientists, Fisher Black, Robert Merton and Myron Scholes, and they found this in 1973 to price the options. And in fact, these scientists, they won the Nobel Prize in 1997 for their achievement. Now let's look at different variables options pricing depends on. The first one is underlying price. So as you know, underlying price is the most important one, and I've already explained what is underlying in my one of my previous video. So underlying price, how it affects us. For example, so let's say when Nifty is at 15,000 now and call option is trading at 100 rupees. If Nifty goes up by 100 rupees, so your call option may go up by 150 or 160. So which means, so based on the underlying price and its movements, your call options and put options, any other options, they will change. So it is one of the important variable. And the second one is the strike price. So we have already seen it in the in Nifty option chain. So the strike price, what you want to choose and how far it is from the spot. So depending on the pricing of your options, happens. For example, so if you want to choose a 15,200 call option, it is priced at 128 rupees. But if you want to go for a 200 points, 200 points away OTM option, which is 15,400, it is actually priced at 33 rupees only, right? So depending on what strike you choose, so the options pricing change. Next parameter which affects the options pricing is time to expiration. So how time to expiration affects the options pricing is, if you buy an options contract, whether it's a call option or put option in current months, so that option pricing or that option premium is less than compared to the next month, next week or next month options contract. I'm talking about the same strike price. So let me just take you to the option chain and show you that with an example. For example, so we are now looking at Nifty May month option chain. So let's look at what is the price of 15,200, for example, 15,200 call option. So 15,200 call option in May month contract, it is trading at 128 rupees. So, and the time to expiration is, so today it's a Sunday, 23rd. So we have 4 more days for this, 5 more days to expiry. So it is 5 days to expiry and it is trading with a premium of 128 rupees. Now let's look at June month contract. So June month is 24th June. It's almost 31 days to expire from current date. So because it has a this option contract, so you can hold it for 31 days. So let's see, it is priced at 345. So a 5 days to expire contract is trading at 128 rupees, but whereas 31 days to expire contract is trading at a 345 rupees. Similarly, you will find the same, for the put options also. So what it means is, if the time to expiration is more, then options are priced at higher value, and if the time to expiration is less, then options are priced at a lower value. Now let's look at the next parameter which affects the options pricing. So next one is implied volatility. So I have already done a separate video on the implied volatility. Where I have explained everything about what is implied volatility. Now when it comes to the options pricing, in short, if implied volatility of any particular underlying and its strike is high, then the options are priced at high. And if the implied volatility is low, then the options are priced at low. So next one is dividends. So dividends, it's actually more applicable for stocks than index. So when it comes to stocks, let's say a stock is trading at 500 rupees and company announces a dividend of 10 rupees. So in theory, whenever a company is announcing a dividend, that means they are distributing the profits to their investors in the form of a dividends. So if you know, if company announces a dividend of a 10 rupees, that means ideally the share price need to go down by 10 rupees, in which case so the price of the underlying is going down. So as we already know, when the price of the underlying goes down, then the options, call options premiums should go down and the put option premiums should go up. So the impact of dividends on the options pricing is actually very minimal, unless companies announce a huge dividends, and if that results into any shortfall in the underlying price. Now the next parameter and the last parameter which affects the options pricing is the interest rates, right? So these are the interest rates announced by most of the central banks across the world, in India RBI. So when these options are priced, so this models, this Black-Scholes model, they take some interest rate into the consideration, a standard interest rate into the consideration to price the models. Again, the impact of interest rates on options pricing is very less. So because the change in interest rates happens, it does not happen very regularly, and when it happens also, the change in rate of interest it's about 0.25 or 0.5 percentage. So anyway, let me show you how NSE assumes the interest rates to arrive at the options pricing. So when you look at the option chain, in the bottom you could see the 10% interest rate is applicable while computing the implied volatility. So while calculating the implied volatility and while calculating the pricing of all these options, so an interest rate of 10% is assumed to calculate these options. So these are the different input variables and parameters used to price the options, and all these input parameters are fed into the Black-Scholes model to arrive at the what should be the premium for every strike, each of the strikes, call options and put options. Hope you now have a better understanding of how options are priced. Hope you found the information I have shared in this video useful. Please leave your questions, comments and suggestions in the comment section of this video, and also don't forget to check the description of this video, where I have shared all the details about how to get access to all my live trades, be it positional, intraday and expiry during the live markets, and it's an opportunity to learn through my live trades. Please like and share this video if you found it useful, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.